At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
2023. We're coming to you live from Pittsburg High School, and I believe I was given some misinformation. They may be getting, I can't tell if they're getting ready to do the starting lineups, or they're getting ready to do the national anthem, so we'll just sit tight for half a second here. I think they're going to do the starting lineup, so I'm going to take a chance and go ahead and go down the Lady Vikings starting lineup. Lady Vikes coming into tonight's contest with a record of 4-2. They are 0-2 in the SEK. Lady Vikings started out the year 4-0 and then suffered a couple of setbacks to Fort Scott and Labette County in league play. Starting tonight for the Lady Vikes, 5'6" junior Brianna Patterson, 5'7" junior Ashka Patel, 5'8" junior Sydney Scheibe, 5'9" junior Anaya Hinman, and 5'8" junior Riley Dunley. Now the roster I was given for Pittsburgh I don't think was 100% accurate, so we're going to kind of have to play this one on the fly. It looks like the starters tonight for the Purple Dragons will be Hall, Garley, George, White, and Hotze. Lady Vikes will be in their traveling blue. Purple Dragons will be in their home white with the purple trim. It's always interesting, first game out of Christmas break. It's not unusual for play to be a little sloppy in the early going, both teams. Typically a little bit sluggish coming out of the Christmas break. And we'll just have to see how things play out. But I know Coach Scheibe and his team really want to get back on the winning track. They had such a good start to the season, 4 consecutive victories, and then they had an outstanding comeback against the Lady Tigers out of Fort Scott that fell just short, and then the Lady Vikings lost a few nights later to the Lady Grizzlies. In our earlier game, the Lady Vikings were victorious in the junior varsity game. That game was only 3 quarters long, and I'm assuming that has to do with Lady Vikings being a little bit short on numbers, so they only played 3 quarters, but Lady Vikings got the win in the junior varsity contest. Looks like we are just about ready for action, our varsity girls contest. And of course, about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we'll have the varsity boys contest. Viking boys 1-5 on the season, 1-1 in league play. Pittsburgh starting 5 out on the floor, and now Lady Vikings break out of the huddle. Again, it's Patterson, Scheibe, Patel, Hinman, and Dunley out there for the Lady Vikes. Nia Hinman will jump center for the Lady Vikes. Mistimed her leap, and this game is underway. Hall has it. Looks like Lady Vikings opening up in a straight man-to-man. That's something Coach Scheibe mentioned all the way back last season. But nope, I thought they opened up in a man-to-man. Now it looks like they may. Yep, sure enough, they are in a man-to-man. I thought maybe they had gone right back into a zone, but they are going to stay in man-to-man. Lady Purple Dragons first possession. Hall with it. Pittsburgh showing some patience here on this opening possession. Dangerous pass. And that looks like traveling violation. No call. Hall from 15. It's off the mark. No good, but an offensive board and then a foul, I think, on Patel. That was kind of a rough break for the Lady Vikes. Ball came off awkwardly off that missed shot. It's going to be Patel picking up the personal foul. It'll be White going to the line for 2. First free throw is short. We are just underway at Pittsburgh High School. 7:14 to go in the opening quarter, tied at 0. White with one more. It's on the way. It's in and out. No good. But great hustle, and Pittsburgh almost had it. He stepped on the sideline, however. So Lady Vikes getting out hustled just a bit here in the early going. And now Pittsburgh's going to pick up the full court press. Lady Vikes break it, and Dunley lost it out of bounds. Looked to me like George may have gotten a hand on it first, and that threw off Dunley's timing a little bit. So a turnover on the Lady Vikes, and Pittsburgh back into the front court, tied at 0, 6:55 to go in our opening quarter. Lady Vikes still in a man-to-man. Hall into the paint. Either took steps or was fouled. Traveling violation is the call. Patel to throw it in. Looks like a 1-2-2, possibly a 1-2-2 full court press. And there's a steal. Expected to see a lot of this. Lady Vikes not with a true point guard this year, and their turnovers have been an issue. Hall with it. Gets a screen out top. Picked up by Patterson. Still no points scored here in the early going. 6:18 to go in quarter number 1. Hall dribbling out near half court. Now here's a nice drive and up off the glass. It is good. Otzi puts it in, and then now at the other end, Lady Vikes break the press, and a layup goes down for Hinman, and she gets fouled, and the game is tied just like that. Did not see who they called that personal foul on. Hall, the guilty party. Her first foul and the team's first. Hinman's free throw is good. Exactly 6 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Lady Vikes on top 3-2. George with it. Looks to go driving to the left side of the basket. Missed it, but got it back. Pittsburgh's done a nice job on the offensive glass here in the opening minutes. Garley hands it off to Hall. Nice penetration. She's fouled. And they're going to give her a couple of free throws. Patterson picked up the personal, her first, and the team's second. Hall looking for her first point. Takes one dribble, puts it up. No good. Pittsburgh 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Hall's second free throw on the way. Rolls in, and we are tied at 3 points apiece. Lady Vikes break the press. Scheibe into the front court. Pulls up. Looks underneath to Hinman. Goes up. And she scores off the glass. Hinman now with 5 points. Quickly at the other end. Shot not taken. Instead, the ball is stolen. Nice defense by Patterson. She pulls up at the right wing. Kicks it over to Scheibe. She's picked up by Hall. Now in the corner to Patel. Downloaded Dunley. Dunley in the paint. May have taken steps. Drug her pivot foot.
In the game for Parsons, number 34, Sayla Ray.
Sayla Ray into the lineup for Parsons. O'Connell into the lineup for Pittsburgh. Parsons leading up 5-3, 4:48 to go in our opening quarter. 3-pointers, an air ball, but another offensive board for the Purple Dragons. Hall has it. Down to 4.5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Garley with it at the left wing, guarded by Patel. Pittsburgh has shown a lot of patience on the offensive end here in the first quarter. Hall gets around her man, puts it up, and may have been partially blocked, but look, another offensive board, and Hall gets fouled. It's going to be a call on Hinman.
The personal foul is called on number 22, Anaya Hinman. That'll be her first personal
Lady
foul.
Viking defense has been pretty good here in the first 4 minutes, holding Pittsburgh to 3 points, but they have given up far too many offensive rebounds. First of 2 for Hall. Rolls over the front of the rim and through. She now has 2 points, 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. 5-4, Lady Vikes by 1. Second free throw off the back iron, no good, and Hinman lost it. Hinman had the rebound briefly, then lost it on the baseline. So Lady Vikes continue to have issues rebounding the ball here in the first 4 minutes. Pittsburgh now with a chance to reclaim the lead. Lady Vikes up 5-4. Hurt with it. Gets it into Hall. Guarded 3, short. And Patterson grabs it that time for the Lady Vikes. Patterson brings it up the floor herself. Gets bumped, no call. Off the glass, no good. This time an offensive board for the Lady Vikes. Patterson, they're going to call a traveling violation. Ball was blocked initially by White. So as expected, action's been a little ragged here in the early going. Both teams playing their first game out of the Christmas break. O'Connell with it for the Purple Dragons. Now off to Hall. Floater on the baseline, no good, but another offensive board. Fortunately, the ball lost out of bounds by White, and it'll go over to the Lady Vikes. Another substitute for the Lady Dragons. Lefevre checking in. Lady Vikes break the press. Nicely done. Sayla Ray with the assist from Hinman. She is the first Lady Viking to score tonight other than Anaya Hinman. 7-4, Lady Vikes by 3. 3:13 to go in our opening quarter. All with it, guarded by Hinman. Thought about a 3. Now in the corner, here's a 3-pointer put up. Almost an air ball. It's no good, taken by Ashka Patel. Patel has her pocket picked. Comes Hotsy at the other end. She missed the layup. Lady Vikes catch a break and then a foul in the backcourt. That'll be the second personal on the Lady Dragons. First personal, rather the second personal on Hall, and that's a big call. Hall, obviously the main ball handler for the Lady Dragons. And she has 2 fouls here in the first quarter. See if the Lady Vikings can take advantage of that as play resumes. Hinman, the right elbow. Boy, a reach-in foul not called. Here's a 3-pointer, no good by Scheibe. Offensive rebound by Hinman. And the athletic junior puts it in off the glass. 7 points already for Anaya Hinman. It's a 5-point lead for the Lady Vikes. So now she has a blocked shot at the other end. And then a great save by Scheibe. Hinman has it. Gets around a defender and scores off the glass. What a play by Anaya Hinman. And we have a timeout on the floor. 11-4, Lady Vikes by 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Viking basketball on V93.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today.
Nice drive on the baseline. Pittsburgh having trouble getting the ball in the basket here in the opening quarter. They've rebounded the ball well, but have not shot well at all. Here's a three-pointer. That's no good. Another offensive board, a foul. Lefevre will go to the line to shoot, too. Lady Vikings have to do a much, much better job of boxing out. Hinman just picked up her second. So Hinman with 2 for the Lady Vikes and Jackie Hall with 2 for the Lady Dragons. Free throw is off the mark, no good. Lefevre will have one more. Pittsburgh just 2 out of 7 from the free throw line. Second one is good off the glass. So 11-5, Lady Vikes by 6. Full court press being applied by Pittsburgh. Patel trapped. It's it to Ray. Found Mitchell underneath. Nice pass to Scheibe, who scores off the glass. So Sydney gets her first 2. The other end, a shot missed, pulled out of there by Patterson. Patel, a guarded 3, looks short, and it is, and rebounded out by Hotsey of Pittsburgh. They head to Hurt. 8-point lead for the Lady Vikes, 13-5, just over a minute to go in our opening quarter. Pittsburgh nearly throws it away. Now a 7-footer put up in the lane, no good. But another offensive board for Pittsburgh. Drive, no good. And the Lady Vikes finally get the rebound, and then a silly reach-in foul on Lefevre. Lefevre's first and the team's third. Lady Vikes get the ball in to Patterson with about 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Dunley to Scheibe. She'll put it up from 15, and it's good. Scheibe now with 4 points, and the Lady Vikes have their biggest lead of the night at 15-5. Hurt with it, thought about a 3. Now to O'Connell. No, nice drive. Shot no good, and pulled out of there by Patterson. 20 seconds to go in our first quarter, and Lady Vikes enjoying a 10-point lead. Scheibe's open for 3, so she launches it in and out, no good. And now an offensive board for the Lady Vikes by Sayla Ray, and she's fouled. Hurt picks up her first personal. Lady Vikes with 14 seconds to work with. They get it into Scheibe. Gets a screen. It's an illegal screen, sure enough. Mitchell picks up the personal. So 15-5 is your score. 10-point lead for the Lady Vikes. Here comes Hurt for the Purple Dragons. 5 seconds to work with. Down to 3 seconds. They get off a good look on a 3. It's short. And that is the end of quarter number 1 with your score. Parsons 15, Pittsburgh 5. We'll be back with quarter number 2 in 1 minute. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people, and if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
back live at Parsons High School, just in time for Pittsburgh to get a steal on the Lady Vikings opening possession. Then the Lady Vikings caught a huge break as Pittsburgh missed a pretty easy layup at the other end, and then they committed a foul. Jorge picks up her first personal and the team's fifth. Lady Vikings with the ball and a 10-point lead. Patel has her pocket picked. Steal by Hotsy, and she gets it into the front court now. Lady Vikes stay in a man-to-man. Pittsburgh gets it into the paint. Nowhere to go, though. They kick it out. A long two. Off the mark, no good, and rebounded by Scheibe. Pittsburgh's done a lot of things well here in the first half, but they have not shot the ball well at all. And that's why the Lady Vikes are enjoying this 10-point lead. Oh, a traveling violation on Scheibe. So another turnover on Parsons. Drake into the lineup for Pittsburgh. And Lady Dragons point guard Jackie Hall saddled with 2 early fouls. So she's on the bench right now. And Nia Hinman of the Lady Vikes, who's still out on the floor, she also picked up a couple of fouls in the first quarter. Good look on a three-pointer, goes down. Garley breaks into the scoring column. Now 15-8, Lady Vikes by 7, 6:15 to go in the first half. Scheibe on the right wing. Good post up by Hinman. Gets double teamed. Gives it back to Scheibe, and she puts in a little floater from about 6 feet out. So Scheibe now has 6 points. Lady Vikes up by 9, 17-8. Jorge gives it off to Drake. Here's a three-pointer from the top of the key. In and out, no good. And pulled out by Hinman. Scheibe. Patterson wasn't ready for the pass, and it's an easy steal, but Lady Vikes catch another break with a double dribble on Garley. Dunley into the lineup for Parsons, and O'Connell into the lineup for the Lady Purple Dragons. It's a 9-point lead for Parsons. 17-8. Pittsburgh will continue to pick up with some full court pressure. Patel to throw it in from the far sideline and threw it away. Miscommunication big time by the Lady Vikes on that one. Three-pointer on the way, no good. And pulled out of there by Patel. Lady Vikes need to do a better job boxing out, and they need to do a better job taking care of the basketball. That said, their defense has been outstanding for the most part, and they lead at 17-8. Patterson being hounded, gets it to Dunley at the elbow. Back to Patterson. She got bumped, no call. And then Patterson tried to save it, but it looks like she was on the baseline, and it'll go over to Pittsburgh.
In the game for Parsons, number 1, Braylon Mitchell.
So Mitchell back into the lineup for Parsons. And we have a timeout on the floor. Parsons leads at 17-8. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com.
And we're back live at Pittsburgh High School. We have an official stoppage in play. Maybe a problem with the clock, I'm not sure. Some kind of confusion on a substitution. Brianna Patterson back out on the floor, replacing Sayla Ray. Again, tonight's broadcast being powered by Labette Health. Lady Vikings done a nice job on the defensive end, although they have given up too many offensive rebounds. Speaking of defense, there's a steal. Anaya Hinman up ahead to Patterson, who lost it. Ball is saved by Pittsburgh. And here come the Purple Dragons on the move. Jorge has it. Did she take steps? Sure enough. A lot of turnovers tonight on both ball clubs. Ray into the lineup, now replacing Patterson. 4:37 to go in the first half. The Lady Vikings on top, 17-8. Sydney Scheibe, the junior, into the front court. Picked up by Garley. Hands off to Mitchell. Guarded by Drake. Mitchell picks up her dribble. Tried to get it down low to Hinman. It's poked away by O'Connell, and it is another steal for Pittsburgh. Layup at the other end missed. And Mitchell has the rebound for the Lady Vikes. Sydney Scheibe with the spin move at half court. Puts up a runner from the free throw line that doesn't go down. And Jorge has it for the Purple Dragons up ahead to O'Connell. She gets bumped. Again, no call. Taken by Sayla Ray. Now she has it stolen. Jorge at the top of the key. Hands it off to Hurt, and the Purple Dragons will reset. Just one field goal for each team here in the second quarter. 3:33 to go in the first half. Nice move, shot up, and in and out, no good. Bad shooting luck for Pittsburgh. Lady Vikes trying to extend their 9-point lead here. 17-8, Ray with it. Dunley kicks it out to Hinman, back to Dunley. Somehow Scheibe ended up with it, and she's fouled, and the Lady Vikes will take it out underneath. That'll be the 6th team foul, I believe, on Pittsburgh. Garley picks up her first. So Patterson back into the lineup, along with Ashka Patel, Dunley, and Ray, it looks like, head to the bench. 3:11 to go in the first half. Parsons on top, 17-8. Got it down low to Hinman on the inbound, and that will be team foul number 7, and Hinman will be shooting 1-1. Jorge picks up her second. Gabby White back into the lineup for Pittsburgh as Jorge heads to the bench. Hinman one out of one from the line. 9 points, in and out on that one, and rebounded by Pittsburgh. Score remains 17-8 in favor of the Lady Vikes, and a double dribble out at half court on Hurt. So turnovers really piled up on both teams here in the first half. Patel gets it into Patterson. Pass went right through the legs, it looked like, of Scheibe, and another turnover on the Lady Vikes. 2:55 to go in the first half. I think both teams have stayed in a man-to-man defense the entire half. Three-pointer from the top of the key, off the mark, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Nice hustle by Patterson, and it's a jump ball situation. And the arrow favors Pittsburgh. Down to 2:38 to go in our first half. Score remains 17-8 in favor of the Lady Vikes. We've been stuck on 17-8 for several minutes. Pittsburgh gets it in. That was steps. Traveling violation on Garley. Don't have a statistician here tonight, but I'd guess close to, I'd say at least 10 to 15 turnovers on each team. Now, Lady Vikes had Hinman open, but the pass was errant and went off the backboard, and Pittsburgh gets the loose ball, and then they have two girls run into each other, and they're both down. Lady Vikings with a big numbers advantage at the other end. And they take advantage of it as Hinman scores off the glass and gets fouled. Coatsy got hurt. And she might even be bleeding a little bit. I can't tell. She's possibly in tears. Ran into one of her own teammates. Meanwhile, Hinman at the line to shoot one. Lady Vikings up 11 now, 19-8. Hinman's free throw is perfect. Give her 12 points here in the first half. Lady Vikes lead at 20-8. 2:10 to go in the first half. O'Connell. Garley launches a three, and it's good. That is her second three-pointer of the quarter. She has all 6 points here in the second quarter for Pittsburgh. Trying to keep the Lady Dragons close. 20-11, Lady Vikes by 9. Sydney Scheibe starts to drive, now thinks better of it, backs it out. Top to Patterson. Now to Scheibe. Scheibe in the paint gets blocked. Looked clean from this angle, but it looks like we're going to have a couple of free throws coming. O'Connell picks up her first, and that is the 9th team foul on the Lady Dragons. Sydney Scheibe, a good free throw shooter, puts up her first of 2, and it's good. 7 points for Scheibe. Scheibe and Hinman have combined for 19 of the Lady Vikings' 21 first half points. Hall, who I believe has been on the bench the entire second quarter because of foul trouble, has just checked in for Pittsburgh. Second free throw by Scheibe, perfect. Lady Vikings have doubled up Pittsburgh now, 22-11. Nice pass underneath. And a foul on Patel, and 2 free throws coming for the Lady Dragons. So that is second personal on Oshka, and the 6th team foul on Parsons. White 0 for 2 from the line. First one is on the way, and got a pretty lucky bounce on that one. But Pittsburgh will take it. They've had a hard time getting the ball to go through the basket here in the first half. Jackie Hall makes a quick return to the bench for Pittsburgh. White's second free throw on the way, and that one is right through there. So 2 for 2 on that trip for White. 22-13 is your score. Parsons on top. Patterson with it to Ray. Wild shot will not go, but picking up the loose ball and nearly scoring is Anaya Hinman. She gets fouled. She'll go back to the line for 2 more free throws. Didn't see who the foul was on yet. Looks like it was on Drake. Minute 17 to go in the first half. Lady Vikings up 22-13. Hinman's free throw rolls off. She will have one more. She is 2 out of 4 from the line. Second free throw is perfect for Nia Hinman. She now has 13 points. Ball tipped out of bounds at the other end by Patel. Minute 12 to go in the first half, with Parsons leading Pittsburgh 23-13. Jackie Hall back up out on the floor for the Lady Dragons. Garley to throw it in from the far sideline. It's it into Hall. Hall gets open for a 3, and it's off the mark, no good, and pulled out of there by Sayla Ray. Lady Vikes have done a much better job getting defensive rebounds. Well, you won't see that very often, an air ball by Sydney Scheibe. It didn't look like she ever had a good grip on that ball. Tried to shoot it a little too quickly. So ball goes over to Pittsburgh, 23-13 still, 10-point lead for the Lady Vikes. 45 seconds to go in our first half. Jackie Hall It's a high screen. Kicks in the corner for a three. It's an air ball and a rebound by Ray. Ray into the front court. Now to Patterson. Patterson pulls up from about 12. It's no good. Lady Vikes get it back, and then a bad pass, and it's pulled out of there by Pittsburgh, and then a traveling violation at the other end. So the turnover fest continues on both teams. 21 seconds to go in the first half. See if the Lady Vikings try to hold for one. Hurt will check in for Pittsburgh, replacing Jackie Hall. Pittsburgh head coach not wanting Hall to pick up a cheap personal here in the final seconds. Scheibe open, so she'll launch, and it's off the mark, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Pittsburgh, I thought. Sure enough. It'll stay with the Lady Vikes, down to 13 seconds to go. See if the Lady Vikes, they're kind of set up like they might want to throw a lob in to Hinman, but nope, they get it out to Patel. She's open, so she'll launch, and it's good. Ashka Patel. Her first basket of the first half. Vikings with their biggest lead now at 26-13. Three-pointer at the other end is good. And that's how the first half ends. Back-to-back three-pointers. One by each team. Drake knocks it down essentially at the buzzer, and halftime is here with your score. Parsons 26 and Pittsburgh 16. We will send it back to the station for a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
halftime. Time for our halftime show brought to you by Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Dre. 26-16, Lady Vikes with a 10-point lead. They led by that margin at the end of the first quarter. 15-5, had a little bit of flurry of scoring at the end of the first half for both teams, capped off by a three-pointer by Ashka Patel, which was followed immediately by a three-pointer by Drake of Pittsburgh. Again, 26-16, Lady Vikes by 10. Running down the scoring from the first half, Pittsburgh was led by Garley with 6 points, Drake with 3, 2 points for Jackie Hall, 2 points for White, 2 points for Hotsy, and a single point for Lefevre. Leading the way for the Lady Vikes, 5'9" junior Anai Hinman with 13 points, 8 points for Sydney Scheibe, 3 points for Ashka Patel, and 2 points for Sayla Ray. Again, kind of expected the game to be a little bit sloppy at times. This is often the case. First game out of Christmas break, and that's exactly what we had in the first half. Too many turnovers to count, honestly, for both ball clubs. And Lady Dragons, I mentioned it several times, they had a ton of offensive rebounds, but most of those came in the first quarter. Lady Vikings did a better job boxing out in the second stanza. Right now, both boys teams are out on the floor warming up. I've been keeping my eye on Landon Wheat, who's been gimpy pretty much all season, and we were hoping that he could come back nearly 100% out of Christmas break. And I don't know if he's 100%, but he looks a lot better than he did down at Lebec County when he was essentially a non-factor, because he just was basically playing on one leg is really what it amounted to. So hopefully he'll be able to be in the starting lineup tonight and put in some good minutes for the Viking boys who need to get a win. They are 1-5 on the year, and they are sitting at 1-1 in SEK play. Once again, your halftime score: Parsons 26 and Pittsburgh 16. We will take another 2-minute commercial break, and then we will be back with second half action. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on B93. High School. Scott Marlowe with you. Karen Hardesty taking care of everything for us back in the KLKC studios. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live video stream tonight. 26-16 is your score as we get ready for second half action. One thing I didn't mention earlier, a little bit of foul trouble. Nothing too serious. Jackie Hall and Jorge both have 2 fouls for Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, Ashka Patel and Nia Hinman both saddled with a couple of fouls as we get ready for third quarter action. Looks like the Lady Vikings will have first possession. Out on the floor for Parsons. Looks like they're starting 5 of Patel, Scheibe, Dunley, Patterson, and Hinman. There's the whistle, and we are underway here in the second half. Lady Vikes to Patterson, goes up strong and has it blocked, goes out of bounds off Pittsburgh. Lady Vikes will retain possession. Lady Vikes is going to throw it in. Patterson will throw it in. Gets it out top to Scheibe. Scheibe penetrates, cut off at the free throw line, needs help. Gets it to Patel. Ashka penetrates. Now she's cut off. To Patterson. Has it stripped away and knocked out of bounds by the Lady Dragons. Just underway in quarter number 3. Parsons leading at 26-16. Patterson to throw it in once again. Gets it into Scheibe. Sydney from 18, short. And that time it went out of bounds off Parsons. Dunley didn't agree with the call, but the Purple Dragons have it. Jackie Hall, point guard, calls out the play. Dribbles into the front court where she is picked up by Hinman. Now to O'Connell around the top of the key. To Garley. Now back to Hall. Well, that could have been a foul. Sure enough, they're going to get a blocking foul on Dunley. Just her first. Will also be the team's first here in the second half. 7:05 to go in quarter number 3. Lady Vikings leading at 26-16. Dunley heads to the bench, replaced by Sayla Ray. Pittsburgh gets it into Hall. There's a long 2 put up that is short and rebounded out by Hinman. Oatsy had a good look, but just couldn't get it to go down. Boy, bad pass, an easy steal, and then at the other end, left-handed layup is good. Oatsy now with 4 points. And the Lady Dragons get the first basket of the second half. They have that deficit down to single digits now at 26-18. Scheibe over to Ray. Nice move. And a nice pass underneath to Hinman, who's fouled, and she'll have 2 free throws. Gordley picks up her second personal. First free throw by Hinman on the way is short, and she will have 1 more. She leads all scorers tonight with 13 points. Now 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. 5'9" junior. Second free throw rolls off, no good, and pulled out by Hall of Pittsburgh. So empty trip that time for the Lady Vikes. O'Connell with a nice drive. Her shot is short and pulled out of there by who? Lady Vikings have it. Ashka Patel to Scheibe, a long 2, no good. Jorge has it. Lady Dragons look like they might want to run. They've got a 3-on-2 opportunity. Hall, nice little move in the paint, and it goes. Hall now with 4 points. This is the closest Pittsburgh has been in a while. 26-20, Lady Vikes by 6. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. Patterson with it. Over to Ray. Hinman at the top of the key, looking to make a move. Loses it. Who has it? Hinman gets it back. Has it nearly stolen. Nice entry pass down to Hinman, and she gets the roll. She scores. 15 points for Hinman, 28-20. Lady Vikes by 8. Just over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hall kicks it out for an open three that is off the mark, no good by Garley, and Lady Vikes come away with it. Patel thought about a three, so gives it to Patterson. Patterson, little runner that goes. Brianna Patterson breaks into the scoring column with her first basket. Back to a 10-point lead for the Lady Vikes. The other end shot missed. Jorge runs down the loose ball. Hall gets around Hinman, and little runner won't go. Loose ball. Scheibe has it, and then we may have had a injury. Looks like Hall got hit in the face. She'll probably have to come out briefly. Gabby White checks in, but they're going to let Hall stay in the game, it looks like. 4:29 to go in the third quarter. Parsons by 10 at 30-20. They led by 10 at the end of the first quarter. They led by 10 at halftime. And they lead by 10 with 4:25 to go in quarter number 3. Now it looks like Pittsburgh maybe has changed up their defense to a zone, and who's going to take advantage of that? Sydney Scheibe. She knocks down a three from the left side. She's in double figures now with 11. Now at the other end, a nice screen. Shot missed. Now an offensive rebound and another easy shot missed, but a third try. This is a three-pointer. That won't go down for Hall. And finally pulled away by Patterson, and she's knocked to the floor by Jorge, who just picked up her third personal. Been a lot of fouls tonight on Pittsburgh, about 75 feet from the Lady Vikings basket, so Lady Dragons probably need to clean that up. No sense to commit fouls that far away from the basket. Lady Vikings enjoying a 13-point lead. Yeah, traveling violation on Patterson. Official is on top of that. Down to 3:50 to go here in quarter number 3. Lady Vikings saw their double-digit lead trimmed to 6. A nice little flurry here. They've built the lead back up to 13 at 33-20. White with it. Now it's nearly stolen, but Hall has it for Pittsburgh. Baseline drive. And a traveling violation on the far side of the court. Another turnover on the Lady Dragons. 3:31 to go in quarter number 3. Parsons leading this one 33-20. Harrod into the lineup for Pittsburgh. They continue to go with that full court press. Let's see if the Lady Vikings can break it this time. Looked like a foul, no call. Looks like a second foul not called, and the Lady Vikings barely get it into the front court. But now they turn it over anyway. Somehow they get it back. I think Hinman saved that possession for the Lady Vikes, and she may earn a couple of free throws. Jorge just picked up her 4th personal. And the team's 3rd foul here in the second half. 2 free throws for Hinman. First one on the way, no good. Unofficially, Hinman just 3 out of 8 from the free throw line, but she still leads all scorers with 15 points. Second free throw short and rebounded by Pittsburgh. Here come the Purple Dragons with it. Hall whips it into the corner. O'Connell took steps, I thought, no call, and then they lose it out of bounds. Touched last by Gabby White. 33-20, Lady Vikes by 13, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. In about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we'll have the boys contest. Near steal, that could have been a foul. Ball loose, what are they going to call? I think a timeout. Maybe timeout called by Parsons. 30-second timeout called by Coach Scheibe. We'll keep it here at the gym. 2:51 to go in the third quarter. 33-20 is your score. Lady Vikes on top. Take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors who are bringing you Viking basketball: Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Snyder Lawn Care, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, and Community National Bank, all bringing you Viking basketball. Ready for play to resume. 2:51 to go in quarter number 3. Lady Vikes enjoying a 13-point lead. They barely get it in, and Nia Hinman picked up the loose ball. Good look underneath to Dunley. She goes up the left hand, can't get it. Second try, no good. I think it was blocked. Hinman gets it, and then she has it taken away. So some pretty aggressive defense down under the basket by Pittsburgh. Hall, she's a good ball handler. She kicks it into the corner for a three-pointer. That is an air ball, knocked out of bounds by who? By Pittsburgh. Like Hotsey had a pretty good look at that. But Pittsburgh has not shot the ball well at all tonight. Patterson into the front court. Guarded by Hurt. Now here comes Scheibe. Puts it up, and she was fouled. And a couple of free throws coming for Sydney Scheibe. Sydney, a 5'8" junior. She's 2 for 2 from the line, has 11 points tonight. First free throw on the way is good. 14-point lead for the Lady Vikes. Scheibe's second free throw is also good. 15-point lead for Parsons. Pittsburgh quickly into the front court. Boy, a dangerous pass stolen by Sydney Scheibe. Lady Vikes looking for their biggest lead of the night. Ashk Patel thought about a three. Gives it up. Dunley pivots at the elbow. Scheibe will launch a three, and it spins out, no good. And knocked out of bounds by who? It either went off Dunley or White. I'd say it went off White. So it'll stay with the Lady Vikes. Minute 44 to go in quarter number 3. Parsons up 35-20. Patterson will be inbounding from the baseline, looking for Hinman. Couldn't get it to her, so they go to Dunley, who now she gives it to Hinman. Hinman in the paint. Tough shot is going to be an air ball, but there's Dunley trying to clean up the mess. Gets it back. Kicks it out to Scheibe. And entry pass poked away by Pittsburgh, and then a foul on Riley Dunley. That will be her second. And that is the team's second. Minute and a half to go in quarter number 3. Parsons leading this one 35-20. Jackie Hall into the front court for the Lady Dragons, where she's picked up by Hinman. Lady Vikes have stuck with man-to-man defense all night tonight. O'Connell took steps. I wouldn't be surprised by the time this game is over if we have 50 to 60 turnovers total. Pittsburgh is going to stick with that full court press. Lady Vikes get it into Patterson. Patterson to Scheibe. Sydney gets it over to Patel. Right back to Scheibe in the corner. Now to Dunley. She'll put it up from about 14. It's off the glass, no good. Scheibe runs down the loose ball. Trying to dribble out of traffic. Top to Patterson. Patel gets it in the corner. Her three is off the mark, no good. And rebounded by Hurt Pittsburgh. Here come the Lady Dragons. Near steal by Patterson. Good hands. Knocks it into the Pittsburgh bench. Down to 38 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Sayla Ray will check in. And Dunley will head to the bench for the Lady Vikes. Pittsburgh has only managed 4 points so far here in the second half. They get it into O'Connell. Now back to Hall. She'll take a long three, and that one is good. Jackie Hall now with 7 points on the night. Much needed basket for Pittsburgh. Ray tries to answer, couldn't get it to go. And Lady Vikes run down the loose ball. Good hustle by Hinman. 12-point lead for Parsons. Long two by Scheibe. No good. There's Hinman with the offensive board. Back to Scheibe from 15. No good. Pittsburgh will have time to get off a shot. 2 seconds at the other end. Layup, no good. Well defended there under the basket by the Lady Vikes. 35-23 as we head to the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Lady Viking basketball on B93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Well, Lady Vikings 8 minutes away from snagging their first league win of the season. They lead Pittsburgh 35-23 as we get ready for fourth quarter action. Jackie Hall has it. Pittsburgh has the first possession. White over to Hall. Good defense out on the perimeter by Hinman. Nice drive. That probably could have been a foul. No call. And the shot is no good. And taken by the Lady Vikes. Ashka Patel needs a little bit of help. Gets it to Patterson now. Pittsburgh has primarily been man-to-man tonight. They've done a little bit of a zone trap at times, but mostly man-to-man. Dunley at the elbow, pivots. Now to Scheibe. She gets fouled. That'll be the 5th team foul on Pittsburgh. Jackie Hall picks up her 3rd personal. Down to 7:13 to go in our ball game. Lady Vikings up 35-23. They've had a double-digit lead most of the second half. Hinman in the corner, being hounded by O'Connell. Gets it over to Patterson. Now Patel puts a floater up on the baseline, no good. Dunley with an offensive board, she's fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Gabby White picks up her 3rd personal. Dunley's free throw is good. That is her first point of the night. Gives Lady Vikes a 13-point lead at 36-23. Second free throw is also good. 14-point lead for the Lady Vikes. I believe that is Riley Manuel that is checked in for Pittsburgh. And now we have official stoppage in play. Referees go over to wondering if that player is not in the scorebook. And if that's the case, we're probably looking at a technical foul. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Technical foul, sure enough. So the Vikes catch a break there. Sydney Scheibe will go to the line to shoot a couple of technicals. Scheibe puts it up, and it's no good. She'll have one more. Scheibe's second free throw is perfect. Give her 14 points on the night, and the Lady Vikes lead this one 38-23. And Lady Vikes also have possession. They get it into Scheibe. Pittsburgh with a lot of work to do. They're down 15. Was about 6:43 to go in the ball game. Patterson with it, almost took steps. Good cut to the basket, and laying it in is Sydney Scheibe. She is now the leading scorer for all teams with 16 points, and Pittsburgh just threw it away. Lady Vikes with their biggest lead of the night at 40-23. Pittsburgh picks up full court. Scheibe. Lady Vikes can afford to be patient on offense, but Pittsburgh really extending that defense. Another backdoor cut. And laying it in is Ashk Patel. Give Hinman another assist. Lady Vikes have really blown this thing open now at 42-23. Meanwhile, a runner goes down at the other end for Jackie Hall. She has 9 points on the night. 42-25. Lady Vikes by 17. 5:53 to go in our game. And what probably should have been a steal. Lady Vikes caught a break. Patterson open. She launches a three. It's no good, but on the weak side, running it down is Anaya Hinman. Now to Patel. She gets wide open. Short, but a long rebound to Hinman. Back to Patel. Patterson cutting to the basket. Her shot off the glass, no good, and this time Hall pulls it out of there for the Lady Dragons. Tough shot. She's fouled from behind. 2 free throws coming. Patterson with the foul, her second. And the team's third. First free throw for Hall is off the mark, no good. She's now 2 out of 5 from the line tonight. One more free throw coming for Hall. Puts it up, and it is no good, and rebounded by Hinman. Scheibe with it. He wants to take it all the way. Off the glass, no good. Gets it back. Kicks it out to Patel. She'll put it up from about 16. Maybe been partially blocked. And taken by Pittsburgh. 17-point lead for the Lady Vikes. Hall thought about a three, but Hinman was right in her face. There's a three-pointer. It's off the mark. No good. By Gardley. Nice defense underneath by the Lady Vikes. Going to result in a jump ball situation. Arrow favors the Lady Vikes.
In the game, for Parsons, number 20, Katie's Manners.
Manners into the game for the Lady Vikes. Pittsburgh, their full court press. Patel gets it into the front court. Needs help. Finds Scheibe cutting to the basket, but it went through her hands, and it's a turnover. 4.5 minutes to go in our game. It's a 17-point lead for the Lady Vikes. Nice pass, and Hinman just committed a foul. Jorge will head to the line to shoot 2. Hinman had those 2 fouls at halftime, but that is just her 3rd personal now. First of 2 for Jorge is no good. She'll have one more.
In the game for
Patterson into the lineup for the Lady Vikes, replacing Scheibe. Jorge's second free throw is off the mark, no good, but an offensive rebound by Hall, and she is fouled. Mitchell picks up her second. Lady Dragons to inbound from underneath their own basket. Big lead for the Lady Vikes, though, at 42-25. 4:22 to go in our game. Hall out top. From the baseline, 15-footer goes down for Hotze. She now has 6 points. Pittsburgh sticks with that full court press. Vikings beat it. Patterson now. Over to Hinman. She'll launch a three. It's no good, and long rebound comes away to Patterson. Manners back to Patterson. Patterson double teamed on the baseline, kicks it out to Patel. Mitchell for a three, no good, and rebounded out by the Lady Dragons. 3:38 to go in our game, 15-point lead for the Lady Vikes, and Pittsburgh just threw it away. A lot of turnovers tonight by both ball clubs. It looks like we have a timeout on the floor. 3:35 to go in our ball game. Parsons leads at 42-27. We will take a 30-second break of our own. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
And Zimmerman and SCK Orthopedic. Lady Vikes get the ball in against full court pressure. Scheibe into the front court. Well, she'll pull up from 18. No good. Short. And I don't, in the whole scheme of things, it probably won't matter. But honestly, at this point, even though the Lady Vikings don't have great ball handlers, I'd like to see them run just a little bit of clock at this point in the ball game. Up 15, 3:24 to go. That's one of those things that full court press will do. It just kind of gets everybody to speed up a little bit. Now a silly foul out at half court on Anaya Hinman, her fourth.
The first foul on number 22, Anaya Hinman. That'll be her fourth personal foul.
That was the 6th team foul on the Lady Vikes. So the next one will send the Dragons to the line for 1-1. Hall has her three-pointer blocked by Anaya Hinman. Scheibe into the front court now, picks up her dribble. Needs some help, swings it over to Hinman. She's guarded by Hall. Puts it on the floor. And a bad pass taken by Jorge. Here comes Pittsburgh. Well, she shoved off. They're going to get her for a traveling violation. So yet another turnover on Pittsburgh. 2:47 to go in our ball game. Parsons enjoying a 15-point lead at 42-27. Patterson looking, wants to go long, and probably should have been stolen, but the Lady Vikings caught a break. Nice pass by Hinman, and laying it in off the glass is Mitchell, her first basket of the night. That matches the Lady Vikings' biggest lead, I believe, at 44-27. O'Connell around the top of the key. Now cut off at the free throw line. Jackie Hall with it. A long guarded three is good. That was a tough shot. She's in double figures with 12 points. 14-point lead for Parsons. Ashka Patel. Now to Patterson. Pittsburgh playing chase right now, trying to trap. Patterson splits the trap. Over to Scheibe for three, and it is good. Sydney Scheibe. 19 points for the junior. Oh, nice drive. And laying it in off the glass. Who else? Jackie Hall. She's had a really solid second half here for Pittsburgh. And she almost has a steal in the backcourt. It's going to stay with Parsons. Still a comfortable 15-point lead for the Lady Vikes, 47-32 with 1:41 to go in our ball game. Lady Vikes break the press. They have numbers. But it knocked out of bounds instead by Jorge of Pittsburgh. Lady Vikings looking for their 5th win of the season, looking for their first victory in the SEK. And Coach Scheibe has just called another timeout. 1:35 to go in our ball game. Parsons leading Pittsburgh 47-32. We'll step away for another 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the 4-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
7, so actually Scheibe and Hinman have outscored the entire Pittsburgh roster. They lob it into Hinman. Tough shot in the paint, no good. Mitchell tips it out to Patterson. Now to Scheibe. She thought about a 3. Instead, she takes steps. Nice closeout by the Pittsburgh defense. 1:28 to go in quarter number 4. Looks like the Lady Vikings will hang on to win this one. Pittsburgh actually had this down, I believe it was a 6-point deficit in the third quarter. And the Lady Vikings went on a 7-0 run, and it really hasn't been close since. Nice drive again by Jackie Hall. And the basket is good. Gets it down to a 13-point deficit with 1:12 to go. And a steal. Pittsburgh has it. Lady Dragons on the move. O'Connell for a 3. Off the mark, no good. And rebounded by Mitchell. Well, she had Hinman up ahead if she had seen her. And ball knocked out of bounds by O'Connell. Pittsburgh's had a lot of missed opportunities tonight. Most recently, that wide open 3-pointer that would have cut the deficit to 10. And just couldn't get it to go through the basket. Manners checks back into the lineup for the Lady Vikes. Mitchell to throw it in from the far sideline. Gets it into Scheibe. And Scheibe is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. No, I think they're going to say the foul was on the shot. Nope, 1-1 opportunity here for Sydney. It's on the way, and it rolls in. 20 points now for the junior. Foul was on Garley, her third. Scheibe's second free throw is perfect. 21 points for Sydney. 13 of those coming here in the second half. Back to a 15-point lead for the Lady Vikes. For most of the second half, it's been in that 10 to 15 range. 3-pointer from the deep corner, no good. It's an air ball, but O'Connell has the offensive board. Missed her shot. Third try now. Three-pointer does not go, and the Lady Vikings finally corral the loose ball. 30 seconds to go in the game. Lady Vikes are going to win it. They enjoy a 49-34 lead. Manners with it. Takes one dribble, gets it back to Scheibe. Scheibe gets around the defense, goes up, got fouled and no call, and pulled out of there by Jorge of Pittsburgh. 10 seconds to go. Jorge, her shot no good. Hall at the offensive board. I think she got fouled. The refs have decided to swallow their whistles here at the end. And then almost a double foul at the very end, but instead the buzzer sounds, and this game is over. Lady Vikings win it 49-34. Parsons now 5-2 on the year and 1-2 in the SEK. We'll be back to wrap up coverage of our girls contest after this 1-minute break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
And welcome back, everybody. Time for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Lady Vikings get the win tonight over Pittsburgh. Final score of 49-34. Just real quickly, we will run down the scoring totals for you. Leading the way for Pittsburgh, Jackie Hall with 16 points. 6 points for Hotsey and 6 points for Garley. 3 points for Drake. 2 points for White. And 1 point tonight for Lefevre. Leading the way for the Lady Vikes tonight, Sydney Scheibe, 5'8" junior with 21 points. Anaya Hinman in double figures tonight with 15. 5 points tonight for Ashka Patel. And then 2 points apiece for Patterson, Dunley, Ray, and Mitchell. Lady Vikes win it 49-34. I'm going to send it back to the station for about 10 minutes. Karen, if you want to send it back to me at 7:40, that would be great. Once again, your final score in the girls' contest, Parsons 49, Pittsburgh 34. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93. 49-34. Always good to start this coming out of Christmas break with a win, especially when it's a league win, and even more importantly, your first league win of the year after suffering those back-to-back losses against Fort Scott and Lebec County. All in all, I said in the pregame might be a little rough at times because it seems like it always is coming out of Christmas break, and there were a lot of turnovers tonight by both teams. But basically, for 32 minutes, I felt like your ball club controlled the game. They had almost a double-digit lead almost the entire second half. What were your thoughts on how your team performed tonight?
Yeah, it definitely got a little sloppy at times, but this is the first game that we kind of played man-to-man pretty much the whole game, and that's what we've been working on over Christmas break. And I thought the second quarter was pretty stagnant. Their best player went out of the game, and we just didn't take advantage of it. But like you said, there were some turnovers both sides, and we tried to rotate in a few more players today, to give them some breathers, with Braylon and Saylor got in there and did a good job. So, overall, it's nice to get a win, but we got a lot of things to work on as well. But the girls have been, working hard in practice, and that's all we can ask for. But we'll just get back to work tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, I don't know if this is because it's the opponents you've been playing or not, but to me it seems like your team has faced a ton of man-to-man this year, and it seemed like last year I saw a little bit more zone. Am I seeing that right? And if so, is it because somebody like your daughter Sydney shoots so well from the perimeter, or what is it? Because I have noticed it's been a little bit harder for her to get clean looks, obviously, against a man-to-man.
Yeah, definitely teams have been playing us man, because with Sydney and Oshka and Sailor Ray, we can really shoot it. So, I think that's what a lot of teams are seeing, and I doubt we see much zone. But, we've been working on setting more screens, but just like I said, we gotta keep executing better, but, I was proud of some of them girls, like Braylon got, in there, and she played pretty hard. So, I was impressed with the JV tonight. They scored, 47 points. So I just feel like if they keep working hard in practice, and we can cut down on some of them turnovers, good things are happening.
Well, one last question, Coach. Coffeyville comes to town Friday night. I know it's probably a little early yet because you just got done with Pittsburgh, but can you tell us anything about Coffeyville?
Yeah, I've seen a little film on them. Coffeyville actually beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh jumped out on them early, like 13-1, and Coffeyville, I think, beat them like 45-39. So, we got to be ready to play. No matter who it is in the league, because the league is so much better, I feel, than it was last year. The bottom teams didn't really lose much. So Coffeyville's playing better, Chanut's playing better. So we just got to approach every game, the same, and hopefully we take care of business.
Well, Coach, once again, it was a 15-point win for your team tonight, 5th win of the year. Congratulations. Do it again Friday night.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
That was head coach Jackson Turnbull, Joey Chronister, Mason English. And last but not least, Giovanni Salas. And they didn't have any rosters available tonight, so I was able to get the Pittsburgh players' names, but I don't have their height or their year in school. Pittsburgh, of course, will be in their home white tonight with purple trim. Vikings in their familiar traveling blue with gold trim. And it looks like Trey Tullis will be in the starting lineup tonight for the Vikings, the 6'1 junior. So we'll see how the Vikings come out. I know they were disappointed with how things turned out against Labette County a few weeks ago. Head coach Anthony Houck giving his starting five a little pep talk. So Jesse Jones is in uniform tonight, but interestingly, he is not in the starting lineup, but he looks like he's going to be first man off the bench. Here comes the Pittsburgh starting five. Landon Wheat will be jumping center for the Vikes, going up against Jackson Turnbull of Pittsburgh. And we're just about ready for action. Ball is in the air. Opening tip won by the Vikings. Dante Sawyer has it. Pittsburgh will open up in a straight man-to-man. Sawyer to Wheat. Kicks it back out. Sawyer for three. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound by Mack. Sawyer, nice pass to Tullis. Went right to his legs. And it's a turnover. Will go over to the Purple Dragons. Get it into Mason English. You may have heard me mention earlier, this kid can knock it down from 35 feet. And I've seen him shoot it from farther out than that. I've seen him put up some 40-footers, and he's made a couple of them. Pittsburgh with a nice cut to the basket. They burn the defense right away. Dan Hastings lays it in off the glass. 2-0. Pittsburgh on top, just underway at Pittsburgh High School. Landon Wheat. Cut off, kicks it out to Tullis. Tullis needs help. Hands off to J.J. Kendrick. J.J. tied up, and it'll go over to the Purple Dragons. 7:15 to go in quarter number one. Pittsburgh on top 2-0. In case you're joining us late, the Lady Vikings were victorious 49-34 in our opener. English calls out the plays. He gets into the front court. He's picked up by Mack. Now Turnbull has it. Over to English. He is not afraid to shoot, and it is good. Mason English, outstanding shooter, and it is 5-0 very quickly. Pittsburgh on top. Dante Sawyer into the front court. Picked up by Joey Chronister. Sawyer crossover. Cut off, lost it out of bounds. It's a turnover, so rough start for the Vikings here in the opening couple of minutes. And the Vikings are going to pick up a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. English over to Hastings. And it's lost out of bounds, I believe. Nope, knocked out by the Vikes. Dan Hastings to throw it in, gets it into English. 6.5 minutes to go in quarter number one. Pittsburgh leading at 5-0. Parsons has gone to his zone. English will be more than happy to launch a 30-footer. That one's no good and pulled out by the Vikes. Sawyer to J.J. Kendrick, lost it, got it back. He's in trouble, got it to Mack. Little floater, will not go. Vikings still not on the board. Boy, it looked like he was out of bounds. Sure enough, official was right on top of it. And we'll go over to the Vikes. Still 5-0 Pittsburgh, 6:07 to go in quarter number one. Kendrick to throw it in from underneath the Vikings' own basket. Looking. It's to Tullis. He'll put it up from 15. No good. Rebounded by Wheat. He gets blocked. The Vikings get it back. Trey Mack out to Sawyer. Mack for three. Off the mark, no good. Vikings cannot get the ball to go through the basket here in the early going. English drives all the way and lays it in off the glass. English with 5 points, 7-0. Pittsburgh on top. J.J. Kendrick kicks it out to Wheat. Wheat thought about it, three. Back out to J.J. Back to Wheat. And then Wheat tried to get it to Sawyer. It's poked away. It's a turnover. Here come the Purple Dragons. Vikings almost got the steal. Hastings kicks it out to English. Guarded three. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Kendrick. Quickly up ahead to Sawyer. And his layup is good. Nicely done by the sophomore. Gets the Vikings on the board finally. Took 3 minutes, but the Vikings get their first basket. 7-2. Pittsburgh on top. Vikings almost got a steal. Instead, they'll get whistled for the foul. Looks like Kendrick. So here comes Jesse Jones replacing Trey Tullis in the Viking lineup. Exactly 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pittsburgh with the ball in a 5-point lead. English with it out near half court. Vikings going to stay in a zone. Hastings on the far side of the court. So over to Cronister. Hastings wants a three. It's off the mark, no good. Nice rebound by Wheat. Quickly up ahead to Jesse Jones. Jones, who lost it. Out of bounds, so turnover on Parsons. 4:37 to go in quarter number one. Pittsburgh leading this one 7-2. And we have a timeout, I believe, called by Parsons. So 5-point lead for Pittsburgh. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout Southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
And we're back live at Pittsburgh High School as play resumes. Pittsburgh with the ball in a 5-point lead. Been a bit of a rough start for the Vikes here out of the gate, but they're still definitely right in the middle of this thing. A ton of time left. Turnbull nearly lost it, got it back. Hastings behind his back. Vikings gone to a man-to-man. English. Step back from the baseline, no good. Rebounded again by Landon Wheat. 4 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Pittsburgh leading at 7-2. Trey Mack gets a screen. 15-foot jumper, no good, and rebounded by English. And then a bad pass by English, picked off by Sawyer. 2-on-1 break. Kendrick goes up, gets blocked, kicks it back out. Mack for three, no good. Vikings hustling, two guys hustling for the ball, couldn't get it. And it goes out of bounds over to Pittsburgh. Nate Mitchell into the lineup for the Purple Dragons. So fortunately for the Vikes, Pittsburgh has not shot very well from the outside. Mason English hit that three-pointer, but this could easily be a double-digit lead for Pittsburgh because Parsons simply cannot score. But fortunately, it's only 7-2 right now. Mitchell in the corner. It's over to Cronister. Now to Hastings. Poked away, the Vikes have it. 2-on-1, up ahead to Kendrick. Reverse layup is good. Nicely done by J.J. Kendrick. 7-4, Pittsburgh by 3. English taking his time, getting the ball into the front court. In the corner now. Turnbull, he's a big body, and he misses the layup. Another rebound for Landon Wheat. Good to see Landon getting some quality minutes. He thought about a three. Now he gets around Turnbull. Fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot two. So Parsons although they haven't played all that well on the offensive end, hanging tough against his favorite Pittsburgh team. 2:46 to go in the first quarter. Pittsburgh leading at 7-4. That foul was on Turnbull, his first and the team's first. Wheat's first free throw is short. 6'4" junior will have one more. Tallest into the lineup for the Vikes, replacing Kendrick. Wheat's second free throw on the way is off the back iron, no good. Here comes Pittsburgh. English pulls up from the baseline, and he is good. Probably the best offensive player in the SEK. He already has 7 points here in the first quarter. 9-4, Pittsburgh by 5. 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Tough shot in the paint. There's going to be a blocking foul on English. I think they said it was before the shot. Speaking of offensive players, Jesse Jones, 5'9" junior for the Vikes, certainly no slouch. You're going to get Nate Mitchell on that foul, his first and the team's second. Jones to throw it in from the baseline. Vikes down 5. Washington has checked into the lineup for Parsons, and he has the ball off the inbound. Boy, tried to get it down low and did to Jesse. Boy, tough shot in the paint, and it goes. 5'9" junior posting up like a 7-footer there. Gets his first basket. At the other end, shot goes down off the glass for Hastings. He has 4 points. Just like that, back to a 5-point lead for Pittsburgh at 11-6. Long three, no good by Jesse Jones, but he's certainly capable of hitting that. And then a foul in the backcourt on Dante Sawyer. So the 5'9" sophomore picks up his first and the team's second. 11-6, Pittsburgh by 5. Minute 55 to go here in the first quarter. Salas has it. Now out to Cav, who had just checked in, but now it's poked away, and it's a steal for the Vikings. Washington may have taken steps, no call. He needs help, though. Gets it off to Kendrick. Gets into the paint, his little floater will go. Second basket of the night for J.J. Kendrick. Vikes within 3 now at 11-8. Minute 22 to go in quarter number 1. English at half court. Picked up by Kendrick. Off to Ryan Cav. Gets around his man. Nice pass underneath. Oh, and a foul, I think, on Trey Mack, and the shot goes down for Salas. Salas with his first basket. So Mack picks up his first. So back to a 5-point lead for Pittsburgh at 13-8. This is their first free throw attempt of the game. It's on the way, and it's good. So 6-point lead now for Pittsburgh with a minute to go in the first quarter. J.J. Kendrick with a high screen. Needs help now. Over to Washington. Jamarion. It's the ball on the floor. Lost it. And who's got it? Somehow the Vikings ended up with it. Fade away, no good. And, boy, Barkas is in there. Great hustle. Saved the possession briefly, but then a foul on Washington. And it goes over to the Purple Dragons. Washington picks up his first and the team's fourth. Vikings had this thing down to a 3-point deficit, but now it's up to 6, and Pittsburgh looking to extend it even more. Tallest back out in the lineup for the Vikes, replacing Washington. Ryan Cav gets it over to Cronister. Meanwhile, a 3-pointer put up, no good, but a foul. Possibly on Tallest on the 3-point shot. Never want to foul the jump shooter, but can understand somebody trying to close out on Mason English, who was just a deadly outside shooter for Pittsburgh. So Tallest picks up his first. 5 Vikings with 1 foul here in the first quarter. English could not get the free throw to go down. Looking for his 8th point here in the first quarter, and it's no good. Sometimes you see that. Sometimes those guys that can shoot, I think he's a good free throw shooter normally, but sometimes those guys that shoot so many 3-pointers, at times, it seems like they struggle from the free throw line. So Sawyer replaces Barkus in the Viking lineup. One more coming, and that one is good for English. Give him 8 points. It's a 7-point lead now for Pittsburgh, their biggest lead of the night. 15-8. J.J. Kinder gets around a couple of guys and then got it to Weed. His shot no good, but Tullis cleans up the garbage and puts it in off the glass. Nicely done by Tullis. 15-10. English in the paint. Lost it. Got it back. Bumped. Are they going to give him the shot? They are. 2 free throws coming. Trey Mack picks up his second. Already 6 fouls on the Vikings, and we still have 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. 15-10, Pittsburgh by 5. English to the line for 2. He's 1 out of 3 from the line. That one spins out. He's 1 out of 4. He walks away from the free throw line in frustration. Barkus replacing Mack in the Viking lineup. You kind of feel like this is the kind of game that could get away from the Vikings if they're not careful. Second free throw is good. So 16-10 come the Vikings. Only 7 seconds. They're going to have to hurry. Pittsburgh trapping in the backcourt. They get ahead to Barkus. Good pass to Tullis, and he scores off the glass. Nicely done by the Vikings. And that's the end of the first quarter with your score. Pittsburgh 16, Parsons 12. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Viking basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy.
Back live at Pittsburgh High School. Vikings hanging tough through the first 8 minutes. They're down by 4, 16-12, and they will have the first possession of quarter number 2. Tallest to throw it in at half court. Pittsburgh going to try to make it a little bit difficult on the Vikings. They get it into Sawyer. He's guarded by English, who leads all scorers with 9 points. Sawyer gets a screen. Now he's cut off on the baseline, backs it out. Now to Jesse Jones, guarded by English. 2 of the best players in the SEK. Jesse got fouled, I thought. No call. And it's pulled out of there by Pittsburgh. English. Great move, but he couldn't score, and the Vikings have the loose ball. Quickly up ahead. Sawyer challenges the bigger man and scores. The sophomore with a nice move. He has 4 points. Closest the Vikings have been in a while. They have this deficit down to 2 points at 16-14, 7:15 to go in the first half. Ryan Cav with it. And just a silly turnover went right through the hands of Solis. 7:08 to go in the first half. Pittsburgh leading at 16-14. Vikings have had a balanced scoring attack so far. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's been the Mason English show. Sawyer cut off on the baseline again. Wheat puts the ball on the floor, kicks it out to Sawyer, guarded by Hastings. Vikings nearly throw it away. It's run down by Jones. Jesse Jones gets a screen out top. Now to Sawyer. Trying to make a move. Tough shot in the paint. It is good off the glass. So 6 points here in the first half for the sophomore, and we are tied at 16 points apiece. Nice little run here by the Vikings. English calls out the play. Dribbles to the far side of the court. Long pass over to Hastings. Gets into the paint. Pass knocked away. Who has it? The Vikings have it, looking to run. It's a 2-on-1. Sawyer goes up. Oh, and they call the offensive foul. Sawyer wasn't too sure about it, but he picked up his second personal. And that is the 7th team foul on the Vikes. So Pittsburgh will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 6:13 to go in the first half. Tied at 16 points apiece. Hastings gets the ball into the front court for the Purple Dragons. Picked up by Sawyer. This in the corner. Cav, who gets in a little bit of trouble, now kicks it out top to Hastings. English gets around his man. His floater in the paint. Doesn't get the roll. And I think it went off Landon Wheat, and it'll stay with Pittsburgh. English to throw it in from the baseline. We're tied at 16 points apiece. 5:49 to go in the first half. English gets it into Solis. English, the great move. Oh, he took steps. I missed that one, but it's a turnover on Pittsburgh. Vikings with a chance to take the lead here. That would be their first lead, I believe, of the night. Jesse Jones directing traffic, gets a screen out top. Gets blocked on the baseline. That was a nice defense by Pittsburgh. Solis got a piece of it. 3-on-1 at the other end. And I think that may have been partially blocked. Here come the Vikings. Do we have a foul? Foul on Pittsburgh. Tough break, actually, for the Vikings because they were probably going to have a layup at the other end. But Turnbull picked up his second personal. Only the 3rd team foul on Pittsburgh. Washington checks into the lineup for the Vikings. Also Trey Mack. Parsons hanging tough with Pittsburgh here in the first half. 16-16, 5:18 to go in quarter number 2. Jesse Jones with the ball, gets a high screen. Picks up his dribble now in the corner to Tullis. Nice drive on the baseline, and he's blocked. They're going to say it's a jump ball, and the arrow favors Pittsburgh. Well, Pittsburgh's had about 5 blocked shots here in the first half. Not all that surprising. Parsons will be undersized against nearly every opponent they play this year. English nonchalantly walks the ball across half court. Picked up by Mack. Oh, a nice drive, nice dish, and layup is good off the glass. Joey Cronister gets his first basket. 3-pointer at the other end off the mark by Jesse Jones. Ball still loose. Who's going to get the loose ball? Pittsburgh has it. Quickly up ahead. Man was wide open at the other end. So a quick 4-point flurry there by Pittsburgh. They lead at 20-16 and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikes. 4:21 to go in the first half. Pittsburgh leading at 20-16. J.J. Kendrick to throw it in. It's it into Washington. Washington wants to make a move in the paint. He gets blocked, but I think they're going to get a foul. And 2 free throws coming for Washington. Hembury picked up the personal. First free throw by Washington, no good. Washington with one more, puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hembury, so empty trip that time for the Vikes. Parsons had this thing tied at 16 all. Now it's 20-16, 4-point lead for the Purple Dragons, and they have the basketball. English, long cross-court pass to Hastings. And bad pass taken by Tullis. Gets it over to Kendrick. JJ wants to drive. He's cut off. JJ to Jesse Jones. Jones backs it out, guarded by Carew. Mack in the corner. Out to Jesse. Tried to get it down low, and Hembry got into the passing lane, knocked it away. He's got some nice length. English to Hembry, lost it, and it goes over to the Vikes. English can seemingly get anywhere on the floor that he wants to. He's a great shooter, deceptively quick. Jesse Jones heads to the bench, as does J.J. Kendrick. Sawyer into the lineup for the Vikes. So Landon Wheat. See if the Vikings can let Wheat go to work on Hembry. Parsons down by 4, 3:12 to go in the first half. Sawyer guarded by Carew out top. Mack in the corner. Pass knocked away, but Vikings retain possession. Poked away again. Great defense by Pittsburgh, and now a foul on Washington. And that'll be free throws coming for Pittsburgh. .259 to go in the first half. Pittsburgh led this thing 16-12. At the end of the first quarter, it hasn't been a lot of scoring here by either team in quarter number 2, 20-16. Pittsburgh by 4, but now they go to the line for a 1-and-1. Cronister's front end is good. Pittsburgh 4 out of 7 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, Parsons 0%, 0 for 4. Second free throw is perfect. 22-16, 6-point lead for the Purple Dragons. Sawyer, well, that could have been a reach in, no call. Landon Wheat gets it, and he lost it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it was touched last by Hembry of Pittsburgh, so Vikings will keep possession. We have a timeout on the floor. 2:46 to go in the first half. Pittsburgh leads at 22-16. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
So we're ready for play to resume. Vikings down by 6, 22-16, 2:46 to go in the first half. They lob it out top to Mack. Trey Mack in trouble. Gives it off to Washington. Goes up and scores using his strength on that one. Washington gets his first basket. 22-18. Vikes within 4. Carew in the corner. Lost it. Who touched it last? Washington. So it'll stay with Pittsburgh. Kendrick back into the lineup for the Vikes. He will replace Dante Sawyer. English to throw it in from the baseline. Gets it way out top to Carew. English wanted the ball back, didn't get it. Carew, nice little move in the paint, and he gets it to go off the glass. He now has 4 points, back to his 6-point lead for Pittsburgh. Tullis to Washington. Makes another strong move, and he scores off the glass, and he is fouled. So Washington, not tall, only about 6'1", but he's a very strong young man, and that's been on display the last couple of times he's touched the basketball. TJ Wesley into the lineup for the first time for this Pittsburgh team that seems like they always play 9 or 10 guys. Vikes within 4. Washington trying to complete the three-point play. Can't get it to go. So the Vikings have not made a free throw here in the first half, 0 for 5. And they're only down by 4. 24-20, Pittsburgh on top, minute 55 to go. Here in the first half, English somehow got that pass through several Viking defenders to Carew, and he puts it in off the glass. Back to a 6-point lead. Washington getting his confidence going here, gets fouled in the paint. Vikings will take it out underneath. 6th team foul on Pittsburgh. First personal on Wesley. Kendrick trying to find an open teammate. Boy, needs some help, and that's dangerous, but somehow Jesse Jones comes down with it. Kendrick thought about a 3. Jesse Jones, floater from the baseline, is short. Jesse Jones has only scored 2 points here in the first half. English takes it all the way, scores, and he's fouled. He had 9 points in the first quarter. That's his first basket here in the second quarter, but he's now in double figures with 11. And Pittsburgh on a nice run here. We were tied at 16, but they were on a 12-4 run. English free throw, no good. That's the one area where he has struggled tonight. 28-20, Vikes down by 8. Kendrick to Jesse Jones. Jones backs it out. Minute 15 to go in the first half. Vikes down by 8. Tullis. Washington at the top of the key. Another nice move. Can't score this time. Trying to get it back, and I think they're going to get Washington for the foul. That is his 3rd personal, and I think that's the 10th team foul on the Vikes. That'll be 2 free throws at the other end. Salas checking in to the Pittsburgh lineup, or he will after this first free throw. TJ Wesley has not scored tonight. This is his first trip to the free throw line. Takes his time, puts it up, and it's no good. Sawyer back into the lineup for the Vikes, replacing Washington. We'll head to the bench with those 3 personals. Again, an 8-point lead for Pittsburgh, minute 5 to go in the first half. Second free throw off the back iron, no good, and Landon Wheat snags another rebound. Vikings need a basket here. They're down by 8. Sawyer with a spin move. Tough shot, and he got it to go. He is going to be fun to watch these next few years for the Vikings. He now has 8 points. Much needed basket for the Vikes. 28-22, Pittsburgh by 6. English gets around everybody and scores with the left hand. And I think we had a quick timeout called by Pittsburgh. 30-22, Pittsburgh by 8. 41 seconds to go in the half. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Once again, we're back live at Pittsburgh High School. Tonight's broadcast being powered by Labette Health in Parsons. 30-22, Pittsburgh by 8. Vikings have the basketball. 3-pointer by Wheat, no good. And pulled out of there by great hustle by Tullis, but English ends up with it. And a great no-look pass at the other end. Layup goes down for Carew, and it is a double-digit lead for Pittsburgh. Biggest lead of the night all of a sudden. Vikes down 10, 15 seconds to go. In the half, they just threw it away. Things falling apart for the Vikes late. English at the other end. Can't score, but Hastings there to clean it up. Bad end to the first half for the Vikes. Will they even get a shot off? They do, and it is no good. Boy, but a rough end to the second quarter for the Vikes. Your score, Pittsburgh 34, Parsons 22. Let's take a 4-minute commercial break, and we'll be back. Break down the first half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com. At Labette Health,
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
School time now for our halftime show, brought to you by Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Rough final 3 minutes to the first half for the Vikings, and they find themselves in a 34-22 hole. They trail Pittsburgh by 12 points. Vikings fought so hard. They actually had that game tied in the second quarter, but Pittsburgh pulled away late. So the Vikings will have some work to do coming out of the locker room. Let's go and run down the scoring totals for you. First for Pittsburgh, led by Mason English with 13 points. Ryan Carew chipped in with 8. 6 points for Dan Hastings, 4 points for Joey Cronister, and 3 points for Solis. Leading the way for the Vikes, 5'9" sophomore Dante Sawyer with 8 points. 4 points apiece for Trey Tullis, J.J. Kendrick, and Jamarion Washington, and 2 points for Jesse Jones. And that's Jesse Jones and Landon Wheat combining for 2 points. They'll need more production out of those guys in the second half if they're going to have a chance of coming back against Pittsburgh. Landon Wheat, of course, was hampered with an injury all of December. Definitely looks better here tonight. Looks a lot healthier, a lot more spring in his step. But see if the Vikings can get him the ball and give him a chance to score in the second half, because the Vikings are going to have to get things rolling on both ends of the floor if they want to come back against the Purple Dragons. One thing that did hurt the Vikings, they didn't get to the free throw line a lot, but even when they did, they couldn't convert. They were 0 for 5 from the free throw line. Landon Wheat 0 for 2, Jamarion Washington 0 for 3. Pittsburgh wasn't great at the free throw line, but they did knock down 5 free throws, so they outscored the Vikes 5-0 from the charity stripe. Once again, your halftime score: Pittsburgh 34, Parsons 22. We will take a 3-minute commercial break, and we'll have the second half when we return. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93. Live at Pittsburg High School. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live video stream tonight. Karen Hardesty taking care of everything for us back in the KLKC studios. Parsons Vikings with some work to do. They had fought back hard, got this game tied against Pittsburg, but a late flurry by the Purple Dragons gave Pittsburgh a 34-22 lead at halftime, which is their biggest lead of the night. Parsons will have first possession as we get going here in the second half. Vikings go with their starting five: Kendrick, Sawyer, Tullis, Mack, and Wheat. Mack, tough floater, is short, but Landon Wheat with the offensive board. Double teamed, tough shot, can't get it to go. Bothered a little bit by the length of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh threw it away. They had numbers the other end, but pass a little bit out of the reach of Dan Hastings, so the Vikings catch a bit of a break on that. Sawyer with it. Into the front court. Vikings have to get things rolling on the offensive end if they're going to have any chance here. Sawyer gets bumped. He had a good first half with 8 points. Let's see if they're going to give him a couple of free throws here. They will. Joey Cronister picks up his first and the team's first here in the second half. Vikings looking for their first made free throw, and there it is. Dante Sawyer knocks it down. Gets this one, he'll be in double digits. 34-23, Pittsburgh by 11. Sawyer's second free throw is also perfect. Give him 10 points to lead the way for the Vikes tonight. Mason English leads all scorers with 13. It's around one guy. Now he picks up his dribble. Finds Hastings for an open three, and he knocks it down. Dan Hastings from the right wing. He now has 9 points. And it's a good look underneath, but Tullis couldn't handle the pass. It's a turnover. Pittsburgh enjoying their biggest lead of the night at 37-24. About 7 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Vikings come out in a zone. Solis underneath. Bad pass, and taken by the Vikes. Trey Mack with it. Trey Mack lost it, and apparently touched last by Pittsburgh. Mason English not sure about that call, and honestly, I'm not sure about it either. But Vikings need a little bit of help down 13. Landon Wheat. Did he take a double? Yeah, they're going to get him for a double dribble. That's a tough break. Landon hasn't been able to get going offensively, but I think as long as he can continue, if his health can continue to improve, he's going to have some big games for the Vikings. Little floater in the lane, no good, and a nice rebound by Landon Wheat going over the back of Solis. He picks up the personal. 6:23 to go in the third quarter. 37-24 is your score. Pittsburgh on top. Sawyer with it. Tullis at the left elbow. Out top to Mack. Pulls up from about 14 and hits. Jump shot goes down for Trey Mack. It's his first basket. Gets the Vikings to within 11 at 37-26. 5:52 to go in quarter number 3. Hastings gets open for another three, and he buries it. Nice find by English. 12 points for Dan Hastings. 14-point lead for Pittsburgh. JJ working hard. Kicks it in the corner to Tullis. Now to Wheat. Landon drives off the glass. No good. And here comes Hastings with it. Can he run it down? He does. Nice pass to a teammate underneath. That's Cronister with it. He backs it out. Hastings is feeling it. He'll launch another three. It's no good. And the Vikings knocked it out. Couldn't corral the loose ball. 40-26. Pittsburgh by 14. 5:13 to go in the third quarter. Lady Vikes were victorious in our opener, 49-34 over the Lady Dragons. Here comes Jesse Jones checking into the lineup for the first time here in the second half. He has 2 points on the night. English gets it into Solis, now to Cronister. To Hastings. Oh, there's English in the corner. His 3 around and off, no good. But guess what? Offensive rebound for the Dragons. Hastings, who's been big here in the third quarter, can't get the floater to go. Solis, strong move, can't get it. And finally the Vikings come away with the rebound. Trey Mack. Boy, somehow that got to J.J. Kendrick. Probably should have been stolen. Sawyer, a long 3. No good. Rebounded by English. A steal. Going up. Can't score, but Landon Wheat will go to the line to shoot 2. English picked up the personal. His first and the team's third. Vikings have yet to be whistled for a foul here in the second half. Landon Wheat, no points on the night, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 6'4" junior puts it up. Spins out, no good. Embry and Carew check into the lineup for the Purple Dragons. One more for Landon Wheat. And he got the roll on that one, so Wheat now in the scoring column with his first point. 40-27 though, Pittsburgh by 13, 4:43 to go in the third quarter. Washington checks in for the Vikes, replacing Wheat. English never in any hurry when he brings the ball up the floor. Recognizes the Vikes might have been looking for a half-court trap there. Turnbull, nice entry pass. Gets it to Hembry. That'll be an easy layup. Pittsburgh just a little bit too big for the Vikings. Hembry gets his first basket. Washington, strong move on the baseline. Blocking foul, and Washington and the Vikes will take it out underneath. So Turnbull picks up his third personal and the team's fourth. 15-point lead for Pittsburgh. Solis quickly off the bench. He will replace Turnbull. Boy, Vikes need a nice flurry here the last 4:18 of the third quarter. Get back in this thing. Trey Mack calling for a screen. Gets a couple guys in the air but can't score. And here comes English with it. Good look up ahead to Hastings. Missed the reverse layup. And a foul on Pittsburgh. Embry picks up his third personal, so 5 fouls on Pittsburgh, 0 fouls on Parsons here in the third quarter. I think Sawyer thought the official was a teammate and threw it right by him, so it's turnover on the Vikes. Since about halfway through the second quarter, things have not gone well at all for the Vikings, and they find themselves in a 15-point hole, 42-27. Well, Vikes don't get out on Hastings. He's already hit a couple of threes from that spot. Fortunately misses it, but the Vikings turn it over. And now a traveling violation on Solis. Pittsburgh coach not happy about it, but that's probably the right call. I mean, typically if you have the ball and fall down and you aren't dribbling, it's going to be a traveling violation. Pittsburgh still with a comfortable 15-point lead, 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jesse Jones with it out top. Gets it over to Sawyer. Pittsburgh in a zone. Kendrick, floater, no good. Jesse Jones runs it down. Jesse for a long 3. Buries it. Jesse Jones with his second field goal of the night, now has 5 points. Timeout on the floor with your score, Pittsburgh 42 and Parsons 30. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Viking basketball on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Seconds to go in quarter number 3. Pittsburgh leads by 12, 42 to 30. Want to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors bringing you Viking basketball. Want to say thank you to Snyder Lawn Care, Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, and Labette Center for Mental Health Services, all bringing you Viking basketball this season. Pittsburgh has possession and a 12-point lead. Vikings were down 8 in the first half, came back, got it tied, but it's been all Pittsburgh ever since. Oh, I don't know about that. A blocking foul and 2 free throws coming for Mason English. So they got Tullis. That is his third personal. First foul of the second half on the Vikings. English free throw is off the back iron, no good. Just 2 out of 7 from the free throw line for the sharpshooter. Puts it up, and he's well short on that one. Come the Vikings. Boy, they don't get out on Sawyer. You can't leave him open. Hembry says, yeah, that was my fault. He didn't recognize the shooter. Hastings tries to answer, can't do it, but Hembry makes up for it with an offensive foul, or rather for an offensive rebound, I should say, and then he gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Sawyer leading the Vikings with 13 points. Hembry with 2 points as his first trip to the free throw line. It's no good. Vikes have it down to single digits at least at 42 to 33. Hembry's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Washington, and a silly foul on English, his second. 6th team foul, so the Vikings can start knocking down their free throws. Maybe they can chip away at this deficit from the charity stripe. So it looks like they're going to be in the bonus possibly for all of the fourth quarter. 2.5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Pittsburgh still in his zone. Boy, it's kind of a bad pass knocked away. Pittsburgh with the steal. Layup missed, though. Vikings catch a break. Sawyer has it. In the corner to Jesse Jones. He'll launch a big 3. It's short. Sawyer gets the rebound, then throws it. Tried to throw it off a Pittsburgh player, but the Pittsburgh player was able to corral it. Here comes Carew with it. 9-point lead for Pittsburgh. They have the ball. And, a near steal. Who's going to get that loose ball? I think we have a timeout by Pittsburgh. 2:04 to go in quarter number 3. 42-33, Pittsburgh by 9. We'll keep it here at the gym. Go ahead and say thank you to the rest of our sponsors who are bringing you Viking basketball. We want to say thank you to Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, Strategic Partners, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, Day and Zimmerman, and also SEK Orthopedic. Again, 2:04 to go in quarter number 3. Pittsburgh leading at 42-33. They led by as many as 15. See if the Vikings can chip away a little bit more. This deficit, the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Hastings to throw it in for Pittsburgh. Get it into Solis. Now to Cronister on the right wing. They're trying to set up Hastings. Cronister guarded out there by Landon Wheat. Lost his dribble, gets it back. English taking a break. Sitting on the bench. And what do we have? A foul underneath, I think, on Tullis. Tullis picks up his 4th personal. Coach Houck not pleased at all with that call. Pittsburgh gets it into Solis, now to Carew. Gets around his man. May have taken steps, but the layup goes down. He's in double figures with 10 points. 44-33, 11-point lead for the Purple Dragons. Jesse Jones with it. Pittsburgh in a zone. Landon Wheat into the paint. Nowhere to go. Out to Tullis. Thought about a three. Washington goes baseline. Tough shot. May have been partially blocked. Sure enough, taken by the much taller Hembry. Carew on the move. Other than English, Carew the only dragon in double figures tonight. Gets around his man. Find a man open in the corner. Try to get it down low to Hembry, and a foul instead. If that's on Tullis, he's done. Yep, that'll be foul number 5 on Tullis. So he finishes his night with 4 points. Pittsburgh gets it into Hembry. Cronister for 3. Looks good, and it is good. Give him 7 points. Boy, Pittsburgh, even with Mason on the bench, able to extend their lead. Meanwhile, runner goes in the lane for Trey Mack. Give him 4 points, but a 12-point lead for Pittsburgh. 28 seconds to go, and it's a steal. The Vikes have it. Vikes don't have the numbers, but Trey Mack puts up a floater and got it to go. Nicely done by the 5'10 junior. Vikes have it down to 10. They'll want to get a stop here. Purple Dragons' last possession. Cronister in the corner, down low to Hembry. Backs his man down and scores. Vikes with only 2 seconds. Half-court shot by Kendrick. No good, and we have reached the end of quarter number 3 with your score. Pittsburgh 49, Parsons 37. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen
And we're back live at Pittsburgh High School. Really nice set play to start the quarter for Pittsburgh. Hastings puts it in off the glass. And it is a 14-point lead now for Pittsburgh at 51-37. Washington for 3. In and out, no good. It looked like it was going to go down. Well, Vikes are going to have to stop the ball. Here comes English. Little Euro step. Kicks it out to Hastings for a 3. He has really heated up here in the second half. At the other end, shot goes down for Landon Wheat, and he is fouled. So even though it looks like the Vikings are probably going to come up short tonight, even though there's still 7:20 to go in the game, I don't want to throw in the towel too soon, but nice to see Landon Wheat able to score on the inside and absorb some contact. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play, and he got it to go down. It spun around the rim several times. Vikes down 14 now, 54-40, 7:15 to go in our ball game. Mason English has not scored here in the second half, still has 13 points, gets around his man, and that should be a very easy layup, and it is. I mentioned in the first half, it just seems like wherever he wants to get on the floor, he can do it if he really wants to. Jake Kendrick needs help. Oh, nice entry pass to Washington. Gets a man in the air. Oh, he missed it. Wheat with the offensive board. Reverse layup is good. Landon Wheat starting to get active here in the fourth quarter. He has 6 points. Now a steal. J.J. Kendrick has it. Kendrick to Sawyer for 3. No good. It was on target, just left it a little long. So still a 14-point lead for Pittsburgh. 6:25 to go in our ball game. Pittsburgh led by 12 at halftime. And a foul on J.J. Kendrick. By my count, that is just his second, and it is the team's 5th. Check that. That is J.J.'s 3rd personal. Cronister to throw it in for the Purple Dragons. Gets it into English, splits the defense, gets into the paint. Tough shot with the left hand, no good. Vikes on the move. J.J. Kendrick gets around one man. Left-handed layup, no good. And offensive board and scoring off the glass. Connor Largent, the freshman, checked in. I had to check my roster just to make sure I got the name right. Free throw, no good. May have rushed it just a little bit. But nice job by the freshman coming in and contributing right away. Carew gets around his man. Tough shot off the glass is good. Carew now with 12 points. Back to a 14-point lead for Pittsburgh at 58-44. Tough shot, no good by Mack. Rebounded out by Solis. Boy, you got to stop the man with the ball, especially when the man with the ball is Mason English. He scores and he is fouled. He now has 17 points, 58-44. Very similar to our girls' contest, except in the girls' contest it was the Lady Vikings who just had a 10 to 15-point lead for a good chunk of the second half, and that's kind of how this has played out in our boys' contest, except it's Pittsburgh who has had the upper hand. Right now they lead by 16, 60-44, English. Got the free throw to go. He now has 18 points, and it's a 17-point bulge for Pittsburgh. Mack lost his dribble, and it is a steal, I believe, or it might be a tie-up situation now. Well, a lot of jawing going on. I think we're going to get a technical on Carew, and that's probably the right call. He was right in Dante Sawyer's face. So Carew, that'll be also go down as a personal foul. Sawyer will go to the line. I didn't see that Sawyer did anything other than he was just aggressively trying to go after the basketball. Carew took exception to it. Said a few too many words with the official right there. Free throw goes down for Sawyer. Another solid game for the 5'9" sophomore. 14 points. Make it 15. He gets a second free throw to go. He's 4 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Still think it's going to be too little, too late for the Vikes. And now do we have a timeout on the floor? Vikes take a full timeout. 61-46, Pittsburgh by 15, 5:24 to go in our game. We'll step away for a 30-second commercial break. This is Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Well, still a big uphill climb for the Vikes, down 61-46. 5:24 to go in our game. We'll see if that technical foul on Pittsburgh sparks anything at all. Dante Sawyer was able to go up, knock down the 2 free throws, and coming out of this timeout, the Vikings will have possession. And the officials over talking to the official scores table about what we're not sure. Trey Mack will be inbounding across the way. We have a Pittsburgh player that hasn't been on the floor all night, Jaden Brown. Another big body for the Purple Dragons. Vikes get it into Sawyer. Been the most consistent player for the Vikes tonight. J.J. Kendrick cut off on the baseline. Being hounded by English, knocked out of bounds by English. Kendrick into Sawyer, guarded by Cronister. Backs it out now. Screen out top from Largent. Sawyer blocked but fouled by Turnbull, and 2 more free throws coming. Turnbull picks up his 4th. Be 2 free throws coming for Sawyer, and Vikes will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Sawyer's first free throw, left that one short. That's his first miss tonight from the free throw line. Exactly 5 minutes to go in our game. Pittsburgh leading at 61-46. Sawyer's second free throw, in and out, no good. So empty trip that time for the Vikes. Pittsburgh pretty much been in control of this game the entire second half. English has ran right over a Viking defender, but they're going to call it a block on Trey Mack. And 1-and-1 coming for English. English free throw is good. He'll have one more. Takes his time, puts it up, and it is good. Here come the Vikings, down by 17 now. They just threw it away, but Pittsburgh wasn't able to corral it, so it'll stay with the Vikes. J.J. Kendrick to throw it in. First, Jamarion Washington will check in. 63-46. Kendrick heads to the bench now, so now Trey Mack will throw it in. Let's get it into Washington. Poked away into the backcourt. Sawyer runs it down. Gets bumped. No call, and Hembry picks up the loose ball for Pittsburgh. English at the free throw line. Tough shot from 17. Got it to go, and he is fouled. That was an unbelievable shot by Mason English. He leads all scorers with 22 points. Got it to go. Trey Mack with it. Vikings facing their biggest deficit of the night now at 66-46. Pittsburgh not backing off either with the defensive pressure. Sawyer may have taken steps. Boy, I thought he got fouled. He made the shot, but tough break for the sophomore. .20 lead for Pittsburgh as English finds Turnbull underneath. His shot no good. Battle for the loose ball. The smaller Vikings couldn't corral it. English wide open for an NBA three, buries it. Now, I mentioned in the first half this game had the feel of one that could get away from the Vikings, and that has finally happened here in the fourth quarter. And Sawyer's hurt. He's grabbing his knee. We have a layup that goes down at the other end. English scores again. The biggest concern, though, is Dante Sawyer. The good news is it looks like they might just be working on a cramp. If that's all it is, that would be the best news of the night. This score has gotten out of hand. Pittsburgh has really picked up the defensive pressure. They lead at 71-46, have a 25-point lead, 3:11 to go in our ball game. You wonder how much longer the Pittsburgh head coach will leave some of his main guys in. Mason English still out there, Turnbull still out there. Cronister's a starter, he's still out there. Sawyer, boy, that must have been a really bad cramp. He can barely put any weight on his leg. He's going to be helped over to the bench. Pittsburgh's exploded for 22 points here in the fourth quarter, and we still have 3:11 to go. Meanwhile, the Vikings have only managed 9 points. Some of the Viking faithful going to go ahead and head to the exits. Barkas checks into the lineup for the Vikes. Find themselves on the short end of a 71-46 score. Trey Mack has the ball stolen. The other end, Cronister's layup, no good, and rebounded by Jamarion Washington. Quickly up ahead to Wheat. And he scores off the glass. Landon Wheat, mentioned it earlier, he's gotten quite a bit more active here in the fourth quarter. Has 7 of his 8 points here in quarter number 4. 71-48, Pittsburgh with a comfortable lead, 2:35 to go. English partially blocked by Landon Wheat, but Pittsburgh gets the loose ball. Cronister took a double dribble, I think, sure enough. Dan Hastings checks in, 2:27 to go in our game. Lady Vikings got the win in our opener, but the Viking boys obviously will come up short here tonight against Pittsburgh. Trey Mack hands it off to Kendrick. JJ, spin move. Nowhere to go. Double dribble, I thought, but the ball must have been touched by Pittsburgh. Washington, nice drive. Can't get the layup to go. Hembry pulls it out for the Purple Dragons, and here comes Mason English. He leads all scores tonight. Nice pass to Hembry. Turn around. Got it to go down. Give him 6 points. Back to a 25-point lead. Washington goes up. He can't score. Again, Pittsburgh just too big, too tall, too long. Has really bothered the Vikings tonight. Pittsburgh taking their time now with their 25-point lead. Clock on the move, minute 23 to go in our ball game. English with it. Good look underneath to Hembry. The one thing I haven't mentioned, English, he's an outstanding passer as well. He gets a lot of credit for his shooting, and for good reason, but he's an outstanding passer. He can pretty much do it all. 75-48, Pittsburgh in control. Nice spin move, laying it in with the left hand. Landon Wheat. He's now in double figures with 10. And we have a timeout, I think, just to get some subs into the game. See if they're going to actually take the timeout. Nope. Just to do some substitution. 75-50, Pittsburgh on top. 52 seconds to go in our game. Jagger Quirin checks into the lineup for the first time for the Vikes. Largent back into the lineup for the Vikings. Also Barkus out there. I think Joey Keel was checked in as well. Trey Mack on the floor for the Vikes. Whole host of new subs for the Purple Dragons. The line shot is no good. That is Joe Keel out there for the Vikes. Down to 25 seconds to go in our game. Pittsburgh leading this one 75-50. O'Bray with it from the baseline, no good. And Quirin with it, and we have a foul, and Quirin will get a chance to get into the scoring column. A couple of free throws coming. Quirin, the freshman, first of two is good. 75-51, Pittsburgh by 24, 16 seconds to go in our ball game. Second free throw on the way is also good. Pittsburgh will probably just come up and dribble out the clock here. Parsons hung tough for about 2.5 quarters, but Pittsburgh just too good, too tall for the Vikings. As the final buzzer sounds, this game is over. Pittsburgh wins it by a final score of 75-52. We'll take a 3-minute break, and then we'll be back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.